Hey, good morning and welcome to YouTube, okay? Well, good morning. It's bright and early in the morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in California, in the United States. So we do tax sales. We do tax lien investing, tax deed investing, and redeemable tax deed. We kind of give you one tip every day we do a YouTube video. So what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about property taxes. Property taxes, okay? Love it or hate it, okay? We gotta pay property taxes, okay? So I mentioned this before. I'll show you some houses here, okay? As we're walking here down the street, and you can see all the different type of houses. And you kind of want to do that around your neighborhood too. Look at the type of houses in your neighborhood, okay? Let's talk about houses right now, okay? Well, if you own a house, and it's usually going to be attached to the land. So we'll see that. You see that house right there, and you see the land or the driveway, you can call it, okay? Well, the house is usually attached to the land, all right? So that owner of that house here has to pay property taxes, okay? And every state is going to be different, okay? So you as the tax sale investor, tax lien investor, tax deed investor, redeemable tax deed investor, have to do some homework. And you have to check with your local county or city tax collector and ask them, what is the percentage of interest, you could say, percentage that I pay for property taxes on a property, okay? So let's give an example. Suppose you go down to a tax collector and you say, oh, hey, I own this property, or can you give me some information if a property assessed value, in other words, the assessor, okay, value the property, not what the true value is, but what the assessment value is say $100,000. Well, the tax collector will say, well, we charge 1% of the assessed value for property taxes. And we do it on a, you could say, yearly basis. Make it easy, yearly basis. So that means that you know your property taxes for that property will be what? $1,000, correct? But you can go to a different state, okay? And I think Texas has a little higher property taxes over in the state of Texas. They got some advantages and some disadvantages, okay? But you go over there and you say, okay, what are the property taxes for a $100,000 property that's assessed by the assessor for $100,000, okay? And Texas might say, well, we charge 2%. So that means that, you know, if you own the property, you're going to pay $2,000 for property taxes assessment, okay? So it's really important that if you own property, you plan on buying property, to really look at your tax bill, okay? And say, what are they assessing my value of my property? What is the government putting the value of my property here, okay? And look at it and see what the percentage that they're charging you, because every state is going to be different. Now, a hook to it is that there are going to be cities also, not just counties. So you could have a county charge you a 1%, okay, interest rate. The county overall charge you a 1% interest rate, and then the city will charge you a percentage of tax. So Shelby County, not Shelby County, but Wayne County in Michigan, which is, you know, the Detroit area. Well, they've got two taxes. They got one tax that the county sends out, that you have to pay property taxes to the county. Then you have another tax that the city will send out, like City of Detroit. They'll send out a completely separate tax for what? Property taxes. So you've got two taxes you got to pay. One for the city and one for the county, okay? And you, as the investor, tax sale investor, have to know these rules, okay? You've got to know these rules, you know, in terms of what is the percentage they're going to charge you, okay? And then as you look at your bill, find out what else are they charging me on, okay? What is the cost that they're charging me for the local libraries, okay? And there's so many other fees that they put on your property tax bill. But remember, you as the owner, or you as the potential owner or tax sale investor, you have the right to ask questions of paying a bill. And you have the right to find out what the charges are, okay? So you got to do some homework, got to do some research, okay? But what did we talk about? We talked about property taxes, you know? So we're here just walking right now, showing the houses on the properties and telling you we've got to pay property taxes. Love it or hate it, okay? We got to pay that. All right, guys, hope you liked the video. Want to give you some education. We'll try to do the YouTube videos on one subject each day on the tax sale business, because what? It educates you and it educates me too, all right? So, and remember, what's our motto here? You're one step away from your dreams coming true in the tax sale. So, till next time, we'll see you then.